I used to be the one kids in my city was laughing about. I used to envision everything happening now. I used to...
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Hey, 91!
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Yetur Gross-Matos showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Stop your whining. Check 9. Watch twins. Easy.
Here's Kaepernick. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And they're going to have it under first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
14-yard line. Slam. Alert 3. Watch the safety creep.
A first down carry for Henry. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw, Kaepernick. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Saints are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Kaepernick going to throw. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
That is caught by Callaway. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Off play action. Newton. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it for, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free. Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free. On 1st down, it's Henry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
We're scoreless after 1.
No score.
Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Kaepernick. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal.
17 yards.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
A throw out wide by Kaepernick is caught. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
And a quick throw by Kaepernick complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Now Kaepernick. That's to his running back, complete. Touchdown! Derrick Henry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
At the 26, a gain of 1 yard. And the Panther 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Carolina.
Newton on 1st down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Newton. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Again, Newton. Checks this down to Hubbard. And And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Now a first down throw for Newton. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. 24 is the mic. We got it.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Kaepernick. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. That catch good for only a couple. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Being chased out left. And this one is incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Newton. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Panther first down.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Steps away. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Newton to throw. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers.
Touchdown.
Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
24 is the mark. It's our time. It's our time.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off play action, Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Dancing to his left. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Newton. That caught by Tremble. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second down, they go again with Henry. Pushes him over. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
At the Panthers' 20-yard line.
On the counter, it's Henry. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on fourth. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
Well, so much for being backed up against the goal line to start the drive. He gave him some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Newton. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Troutman, right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
The 6-yard line.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. To throw, Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They fake the give. Newton. And that is incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
It's a gain of 11. And the Saints
on 1st down, it's Henry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Kaepernick, gotta have this one. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for us.
They'll run on 1st down. Henry, they find some open field here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 76 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 1st down, Kaepernick. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. Now Kaepernick. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup.
Off the option, here's Henry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Kaepernick now on the keeper, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Lots of look to add the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Saints 14, Panthers 10.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. One last throw here for Newton. Gets this to Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there.